At this time, we are expected to have guards Madison Booker and Rory Harmon join us, along with senior post Taylor Jones for Texas. A reminder to those folks that are joining us remotely, thank you. And we will get started in a few minutes, as I mentioned, and please check your settings to make sure you're identified by name and your affiliation. You'll be called on if you are properly identified, and please use the raised hand function if you do want to ask a question. The format will be Coach Schaefer will give a opening statement, then we will go to questions for the student athletes. They will be dismissed after that, and then Coach Schaefer will be on the podium for the remaining time. Thank you, and please stand by. Again, for those of you who are joining us here, just a reminder about the press conference times tomorrow. From 1:25 to 2 o'clock, Texas will have players first, and then followed by Coach Schaefer. And then Illinois will join here for their press conference 2:15 to 2:50. Again, 1:25 to 2, and then 2:15 to 2:50 are the press conferences for tomorrow. Thank you. For those of you who are standing by on Zoom, just remember to use the raised hand function, and we will get to your questions for both of the press conferences. you pass them out to the, they need them, but the medium doesn't have it.
Yeah. I'm on it. I don't know. I guess they don't know.
They don't. No, they don't. Barb's been with me a lot, but she ain't figured it out.
Oh my goodness, I failed on the press conference placard placement. Well, we're going to start our press conference by saying congratulations to everyone here assembled with us, and congratulations on the victory this evening. The protocol will be, Coach, if you could just make an opening statement, and then we'll send questions to the student athletes first. Thank you.
Thanks, Barb. First, just want to congratulate William and Mary. I just think that team is what March Madness is really all about. They got hot, they've had a good run. They came in today and really played freely. Those kids are really good, boy. You know, dance is how appropriate is that to have that name in March Madness? So, but she's really special, and Nascimento, I hope I'm saying that the right way. She's really good, and and then 35 hurt us a little bit today, which was we kind of felt like we knew what she was going to do, but she hurt us some too. So. We looked like we hadn't played in 2 weeks, and that's it's just part of it. We've had a long layoff, but I mean, you have to give them credit, and I want to make sure we do that. That team was fearless, and that's what I want my team to be. I thought Booker was really good tonight, really efficient, as she always is. 8 for 11, 4 out of 4 at the line. She has 14 rebounds. I didn't realize Book had 14 rebounds tonight, and 4 offensive. So that's a double-double with 4 assists, and had plus 32 on the chart. I think the biggest thing we could probably take away from tonight is Jordana Cody, I thought, really came in and changed the game in the first half. And, what a great kid. I love that kid. She's worked hard these last 2 weeks. We've given her some opportunities in practice, and tonight she played 16 minutes, and she was also plus 32. Her and Booker were plus 32. Shay was plus 30 in the plus minus. So really proud of her and appreciate her tonight, her energy. She came in and gave us some energetic plays, offensive rebounds. Taylor was 7 out of 10, 5 out of 6, and had 19 and 6. And then Kyla had another double-double as well, 15 and 15. So, got that one out of the way. Now you got to get ready for a really good Illinois team. I'm familiar with them a little bit, and you get one day of prep. I was just told, are we playing at 1 o'clock on Monday? Is that what I was just told? Make it make sense, please. In any case, we'll have a good day tomorrow. I'm sure my kids will be focused and have some good focus and intentionality in practice. And we'll need to be better. I don't think anybody in my locker room felt like we played that well, and yet you win by 40 in the NCAA tournament. So. I think that's where we are here at the University of Texas and with this team. And again, when you win by 40 and you realize there's probably some things you can do better, that's always a good sign. So happy for our kids, giving God the glory for number 32. What a blessing. Hard to do, y'all. And this group has done it. I continue to be amazed with this group, and I'm very proud of them because it's really hard to do what they've done.
Thank you, Coach. And I will confirm from our NCAA representative here that it is 1 o'clock on Monday afternoon. We're going to take questions right now for the student athletes first. We're going to start here. Just name an affiliation and ask your questions, please.
Chip Brown with horns247.com. Taylor, can you just talk about, and for the other, for Maddie and Rory, with Taylor and Kyla, do you feel like there's, any team that can stop your inside presence?
Are you asking us, or are you asking Taylor? Oh.
You two, and then Taylor, just talk about the two-headed monster.
No. That's my answer. I'm just kidding. I feel like there was a lot of tussles tonight between our bigs, and that's, I think, almost every night. But I tell them, like, when they can't stop you, they got to hold on to you and hold on to you tight. So, but no is my answer, and that's why there's 5 people on the court staring at them at once every time we come down the court. So I'm just glad they're on our team. So.
I mean, yeah, when you think about it, when Taylor and Kyler are at their best, I mean, yeah, they're definitely hard to stop, especially when, you got one in, then one subs out, another one comes in. I mean, that's definitely, that's double trouble right there. And our paint, yeah, just our paint points are definitely much better. And three-pointers go in when they're getting buckets down there. So I just think, when they're their best, they really help our team tremendously.
All right, Nick.
Oh, yeah.
Are
Sorry.
you set?
No, you're good.
Now, Lord have mercy. Please, your name and affiliation and your questions, please.
Good evening, ladies. Zoe Collins-Rath with the Austin American-Statesman. Rory, this question is for you. Freshman,
Bree?
I'm sorry.
Bree? You said freshman?
No, freshman Jordan Lee. She shot all 3 of the 3-pointers from tonight, and she hasn't really played a game or started in one since December, I want to say. Can you talk about her presence on the court and her growth over the season and how important her role was tonight?
Yeah, she's staying ready. I love her energy. I love her willingness to just get better, and she's just very coachable, in my opinion, and I'm glad she earned that today. And whenever she's very confident in her shot, and she's going to let it fly. She's going to let it go. She's not really worried about missing one shot and, I'm not going to shoot anymore. No, she's going to shoot it again. So I like that she has that mindset. But, yeah, I'm just glad that she stayed in the picture because that's another player on our team that we'll need to just be stepped up. And like she did today, she's stepping up, playing on the point guard, putting ball pressure and all that stuff. So, yeah, I'm super proud of her throughout this whole season, just being able to be coachable and being a great teammate. So,
Thank you for that. Next question, please.
Hi, ladies. Asia Kopp from W Swish. The crowd was definitely feeling it tonight. I'm sure y'all felt that energy tonight, especially since we're going into the NCAA tournaments. You know how it gets very loud. How are you able to keep your composure and ignore the loudness from the fans in the arena as you guys play?
It's really nice when the arena is cheering for us. And so I think, being in this environment in Moody, it's really unique, and I think it's a great environment. And so, honestly, I like hearing the crowd, and I like hearing when we make big shots and them being really loud. And I just really like playing in Moody, and I'm happy that we have another game.
Austin American Statesman. Rory, you guys found yourselves in a track meet early, and those girls were up and down. As the point guard, was there a time when you go, let's settle down and get the ball to Taylor Jones, because she kind of went to work there late in the first quarter?
our goal in this game was to try to get stops and run in transition, and they made a lot of shots at the beginning of the game, so it was kind of hard to run in transition. But yeah, that was kind of the goal. But obviously, when it gets just to be a track meet, we do need to settle down and see if we can, get some paint touches and driving kicks or feed our post players. So yeah, I think when it came down to the execution, it was perfectly fine. I just think our defensive effort should have been slightly better. But yeah, offense was good.
Kirk Bowles from the Houston Chronicle. Madison, after somewhat sluggish first quarter by the team, was your coach upset after the first quarter? And now that you're getting so many rebounds, do you want to have playing time at center too?
What was the second part of your question again?
Was your coach upset after the first quarter?
No.
He wasn't?
I don't know, Kirk. I mean, they did score 18 points in the first quarter. So, I mean, I feel like you know the answer. You've been here long enough to know that answer right there. So, I mean, you already know this is supposed to be a defensive-minded team right here. And I think, I think everybody on this team knows also that how it's it's supposed to look on that end too. And it wasn't pretty. I just think that's focus. I think they came out hot, ready, and we came out, not ready to play. And Coach said, 2 weeks off, sluggish, rusty, and I don't think that's an excuse to make about ourselves. I think we've been practicing for 2 weeks, so we've been playing basketball, so it's not like we're just sitting around. I just think that it's just us coming out, focused, ready to play. And Coach is doing everything in his power, and I think at halftime it's kind of sad that he made a comment that he wants it more than us. And I truly believe that. Like, he's always up in the office. I try to tell him to go home a lot, but he's always up there. He's scouting. He's looking at film to see what can we do better. And, that just shows, like, how much he loves the game and how much he wants to win. And I just think that, for us to kind of respect that, we have to play better on that end. We have to play harder. So that's really it. To answer your question, yeah, he was mad. And we were too. We knew what we were supposed to do. We knew that we need to do better. So he's not mad right now. He's trying to hide it right now.
Oh, I'm mad.
Sam Ferris, fan-sided. Maddie, obviously you had a pretty good game on your own, but you also had a handful of assists. Can you talk about what it means to be able to lean on your teammates on the offensive end of the court?
4 assists, 4 turnovers. Coach Schaefer don't like them 4 turnovers, but that's just, I feel like that's just another part of my game that I take pride in. It's just passing to my teammates, and just seeing them score the ball is off my assists, of course, not Rory's or Bree's, but just off my assist. It really brings joy to my heart. I just think that today we passed the ball extremely well today. So I think just me also just finding people too, like Shay. I love passing Shay on the back door. But that's just another part I just take great pride in.
We have time for one more question. Please identify yourself.
Okay. Danny Jefferson, the undrafted U.S. A lot of y'all were at the game on Thursday. Did y'all notice anything that was different between Thursday going in today, what you had to do, what you had to shut down the players? Obviously, Bella was going to get her shots off, and you knew that. Was there any point in the game where you had to just let Bella get her shots and then just shut down everybody else?
No, our coaches perfectly prepared us for the scout and how to defend them, and we actually guarded them very well in our scout this morning during shoot around, and we just really didn't translate it that well to the game. We didn't want anybody to go off at all. We hold like teams like Georgia to 26, and we let them get 61 points, which they're a great team and they have great scores, but that's not our standard here. But yeah, no, the people who went off, they went off. We were focused on 1 and 2 and 5. They great players, obviously, but that's just something we need to capitalize on and not let that happen again.
Well, thank you very much, student athletes, for joining us. And, of course, we will see you on Monday.
Thank you.
Oh, hey, young lady,
Oh,
do not forget that.
Thank you so much.
All right, we're going to open it up for questions for Coach. We're going to go first with, where's our microphone? All right, let's go right here quickly. We'll start here, and then we'll go over here to Danny Davis next.
Schaefer, Zoe Collins-Rath, American Statesman. Hello again. Texas had above average for bench points tonight. Can you talk about the bench production from Jordana, as you mentioned earlier, Brianna, and everyone else that you were glad shined tonight in this win?
Yeah, 35 bench points was something that we wrote on the board as a positive, and I was, again, really, we started the small guard. We started the small lineup with 4 guards tonight, and I thought we had some kids come off the bench and did a nice job. I think Jock had 10, Jordy had 4, and Bree came off and had 2. But we had some kids. When you have Kyla coming off getting 15 and 15, that helps your bench points tremendously. So. We had some kids came off the bench and did a nice job for us, and so it's always nice to get that. I think those kids have they've played enough this year in some big ball games to be able to function, tonight. And so all those kids have played all year long. Jock has started quite a bit since Leah Moore went down 7 games in the conference. So tonight's kind of the first night she hasn't started in a while. So.
Danny Davis, Austin, American Statesman. Vic, with kind of going off that, are you still tinkering with your lineup? Are you trying new things? Jock not starting, Justice not playing the first half, but starting the second half, and Lee not leaving the floor, Jordan starting tonight. Are you still tinkering with things, or was this just kind of a matchup-dependent thing tonight?
Tonight, the answer is yes and yes, I think, is a fair answer. I told my team the other day, they probably don't know this, but you have to remember I put 3, maybe 4 starters on the bench at Mississippi State going into the 18 NCAA tournament, and we made it all the way to the national championship game. I know what I'm looking at every day. I know who's working hard. I know who's being productive, and I believe in playing kids that are bringing it. And if we can be better with a different lineup, we're going to play it. The analytics have told us all year that 4-guard lineup's pretty good, but I've been practicing with our 2 bigs on the floor some. So, you just never know when you're going to need them. Tonight, I think the 4-guard lineup was okay. Jock did it, our problem tonight wasn't offensively, y'all. It was defensively. Like, we were a wreck. We just really blew a lot of assignments. Out-of-bounds defense was horrible. That's what's got me all sideways, is we just defensively were a wreck and not focused. Very disappointed in my 5 players, what they were supposed to do to help us. And then our just like I told you, our out-of-bounds defense, and then coming off shooters. We talked about who could shoot it, who we didn't want to shoot it, and we just really lacked focus. But again, I'll wear the responsibility. It's my team, and obviously didn't have them quite ready to play. So we got to be better. Like I said, Illinois is way better and way different, and we're going to have to play a lot better on Monday afternoon at 1 o'clock. Make it make sense.
Go ahead, Sam.
Josh Newman from LoneStarLive.com. On that topic, Vic, you of course have no say what time a game tips off, but what are the difficulties of crafting your team's game day around a quirky game time, whether it be 8:45 at night, which is late, or 1 o'clock in the afternoon, which is of course early?
Yeah, I don't understand. When I say make it make sense, I mean, what time is it? It's 11:20. And my kids are going to be back in here tomorrow in the afternoon, and then we got to get them back up. If we're going to have a shoot around, we got to be in here at 7 in the morning for a 1 o'clock tip. Or Illinois, if they're going to shoot, they're going to go 7 to 8, and we're going to go 8 to 9. I don't get it. I mean, we played the late game. Us and LSU's playing at 9:15 tonight. Like, I just don't get it. And so, but anyway, but then to turn around and make us go at 1? Why? So, yeah, it's problematic just from a recovery standpoint. I mean, and I think my kids are in pretty good shape and pretty tough, but it's, I just don't get it. But maybe Barb knows. Maybe.
No, sir.
I'm sure they called them and go, hey, what time you want to make Texas play? And so, anyway, it is what it is. We'll have to be ready.
American Statesman. Vic, I saw you scouting Illinois. What problems do they present?
Yeah, they're well coached. Coach has done a great job with them. I think she's been there 3 years now, and has done a great job with them. They got great guard play. They got size inside. Bostic's a monster inside, does a great job for them. They play, you know, they're big at 3, 4, and 5. They've got size there, and then those guards are really, really quick and athletic. So, you know, we're going to have to really be good defensively, and then, you know, we're going to have to really be. I think we've got to be better on the half court. You know, I knew this team tonight would probably zone us a little bit. And I don't care if people zone us. I think we shoot the ball really well, and we can do some things. I think our kids have been doing a much better job with zone offense here lately. So, but I think, again, I've been watching some film on Illinois, and they have a nice team for sure, and then we're going to have to play really well. So, you know, we got one day to get it ready.
Next question from Kirk Bowles from the Houston Chronicle. Kirk?
On your lineup, I don't know if there was any discipline involved, like earlier in the season or not, just something to tinker with.
Yep.
Illinois played 6 players. I guess they've got a lot of injuries. So do you feel like you can wear them down with your deeper bench?
Well, I just think this time of year, I mean, you know, those kids have been playing all year, so I'm sure they're in great shape too. And, you know, we're both playing for an opportunity to move on. So, you know, I don't know how much all that kind of plays into it, you know. I mean, if you remember that first team I had here, Kirk, we had 6.5 players that made it to the Elite 8, and, you know, we shouldn't have been in the Elite 50. But, you know, those kids just, they really found a way, got hot, and bought in finally to defensively trying to guard people. So, you know, I'm sure those kids have done it all year, and you know, it's one game. So, you know, we've got to be ready. Certainly our depth, you know, I'm hoping it'll play a factor, because we do have some, and so we need to make sure that we use it. But our depth has got to play well. You know, we can't come in, and we had some kids come in height, and first thing they do, they give up an out-of-bounds play 3, or they lose somebody in transition, you know, like, and that's hard. And again, that's kind of what's got me a little sideways.
We're going to go to Zoom and take a question now from Rob Knox from The Next. Rob?
Hey, Coach, how are you?
Good, Rob.
Congratulations on the win. Can you just share part of what you shared with Coach Dickerson following the game? Obviously, I know that you all had a nice conversation there. What was maybe your message to Coach Dickerson specifically following the game?
Well, it was really just, you know, I wanted her to know that I thought she's done a great job with that team. I mean, to take a team that's a 9 seed in your tournament, and the team they had to, I think the team they beat in the championship game had beat them like pretty significantly 2 times in the season. I mean, that's coaching. To get your kids to believe and buy in, you know, I just want her to know, first of all, congratulations. And then again, part of this time of year is getting hot, and her team's hot. But she's got some really good players over there that whatever it took, she got them to figure it out. And, you know, I just wanted to commend her on that. I don't know her personally, but in watching her the other night against High Point and going against her team tonight, you know, she is obviously a very good coach, and I just wanted to congratulate her again. Thought her kids were really tough. You know, they're competitors. And, you know, she should be, I told her, I said, you be proud of your team, because they really, I thought, were competitive and fought tonight. They did not back down. They were not fazed by our crowd. And I just wanted her to know to be proud of that, you know, because, again, I think that's a reflection of your head coach.
Coach, thank you so much for your time this evening. I know it's time for recovery a little bit for you, too, and we'll see you back here on the podium tomorrow afternoon. Congratulations for the win.
Thanks, Barb. Praise the Lord and Hook 'em Horns. Thank y'all for being here. Appreciate y'all being here.
We will be joined by William and Mary in a few moments. Can we have some help here? You guys. Hey, Ryan. We are now ready to, we are now joined, I should say, by William and Mary. And I want to send our congratulations to you for a fantastic season, Coach. Joining us here is head coach Erin Dickerson Davis, and she's also joined by sophomore guard Cassidy Geddes and senior guard Bella Nascimento. So we are going to start this press conference, Coach, with just an opening statement from you first, please.
Okay, thank you. I have some thank yous to say, so just bear with me, y'all. Okay, I have it written down so I don't forget. First, I want to thank this team for believing in me and the vision for this program, and most importantly, believing and not giving up on each other. I want to thank our president, Catherine Rowe, for rallying all the troops from Williamsburg to get to Austin to support us. She's always been our #1 fan. She has a boot on her foot, and she bedazzled it with green and gold. All right. I want to say thank you to our amazing administrators who put up with me every single day, but most importantly, support me in everything that we do. Brian Mann, Corey Lockley, and Jason Sims. Thanks to our commissioner and deputy commissioner, Joey D. and Jen Conderas, for supporting us in Texas this week. Our staff is one of the best in the country. I said it before, and I'll say it again. I stand because they hold me up. I'm so floored by our fans and supporters throughout this entire process. They showed up and they showed out all across the country. Our students, they were in Kaplan. They packed the Cap. We had 400 students at watch parties. I mean, I am just so floored by their support. So thank you to all of them. And then lastly, I got to thank my family, my parents, my brother. They travel everywhere to watch me coach. My husband has followed me all over the country for 11 years to follow my dream. And my baby, Lila, she's proud of me no matter what, so I have to shout them out. Thank you, guys. Thank everyone. We're so happy to have had this season, and I'm proud of these girls.
Coach, thank you so much for that terrific opening statement. We will now turn our attention to questions for the student athletes first, and then, of course, if you are joining us by Zoom, make sure you put up your raised hand function so we can get questions to you. But we'll start right here in Austin with our first question. Just identify yourself, please. Pass the microphone, please. We'll just identify yourself. Thank you.
Hey guys, Isel Meda with the Next. You guys put on 61 points at a Texas team that has honestly held teams like LSU to 58, South Carolina to 62. What went right for y'all offensively today?
First, I would like to praise the Most High. Thank you, Lord, for having us here. Thank you for my family, my mom, everybody, all the fans for the support, and our amazing coaching staff for putting us in an opportunity like this. But back to your question. Yeah, we just came out swinging. We came out fighting. We knew this was a tough defensive team, a tough offensive team. We did everything we could to try to stay in the game, not give up, not fold.
Yeah, I think that, like, echoing everything she said, we just believed in one another, especially, like, we knew ball screens were going to be good for us. We wanted to be confident coming off of it, confident in our shots, confident going to the basket, and just, you know, never giving up and being strong and just really not coming out scared.
Next question, Danny Davis from the Austin American-Statesman.
Bella or Cassidy, you heard your coach talk about your fans. What do you think of, you know, the William and Mary fans who made the trip to Austin, and they're sitting right behind us, and they're very loud and very into this game? What do y'all think of that crowd?
Yeah, I mean, they were standing the entire game, going crazy. I mean, I know my family especially, my dad was getting them to stand the entire time. He lost his voice the whole time we were here. My mom, my grandparents, I mean, just having all the support and then even seeing it back home. I mean, all of our friends, even people from class and like group project, like group chats were sending us like good luck, and all of my professors were sending me, best wishes. And it's just been amazing to feel all the support.
Yeah, the support was incredible. Thank you for everybody, all of our women married people out there who came here, people back at home. But it was also, too, just to be out there on the court and seeing all the fans, not just our fans, but, like, this environment like this. Like, they came out here to see us play. They came out to see me play. They came out here to see Cass play, every single one of us on the court. So that was just incredible.
Yeah. Kirk Bowles from the Houston Chronicle. Your team is very fun to watch. Obviously, you play with a lot of energy. Is it safe to say y'all were the least bit intimidated today? And just what were your impressions of Texas as a team?
Yeah, we knew Texas was a big team. Texas. Everybody in Texas is big. They do what they got to do. They muscly. Like, we're like, okay, like, we know they got a little size on us, a little height on us, but that's not going to deter us from playing hard and playing with passion. So I think just finding that within each other, boosting our confidence, playing together, I think that held us stronger together.
Everything's bigger in Texas.
Period. Yeah, we knew they were a great team. We had watched film, done the scout, but we also knew that we were a great team who deserved to be here as well and had won the games we needed to be here. And so I think it was just, trusting ourselves that it wasn't just like everything we had done all season was going to stop working when we got here, and just, not letting the moment be too big.
We're now going to go to Zoom, and we're going to be joined by Rob Knox from The Next. Rob, with your question, please.
Hey, ladies and Coach, congratulations on everything. Obviously, it's probably hard to answer right this moment. I'm gonna try anyway because I feel like I'm out of questions for you all. But how would you describe this week? I mean, obviously Sunday we were in DC. Then y'all won. Y'all got the selection. Y'all flew to Texas on Monday. Y'all went to Texas. Y'all played the first four. Y'all spent the week at Texas. It's Saturday now. So like this whole week, how has it been? Or just describe it.
Yeah, this whole week has been hectic and exciting. A lot of moving pieces. A lot of, all right, we got to do this. All right, next thing this, next thing that. But we're just enjoying the moment because this is like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, especially for me. I'm a senior. So just enjoying every bit of it.
Yeah, I agree. It's just been full of joy and full of fun. Like, we've just wanted to soak up, everything we had in this moment and just, make the most of every opportunity we got here and just, have as much fun with these teammates, and especially ones like Belle, seniors that wouldn't be back. Like, we just wanted to have the best time.
And Bella, what was Coach Schaefer's message to you in the handshake line? He looked like he had a few nice words for you.
Yeah, he was just telling me congrats on a great season, congrats on the championship. I'm a hell of a player, and like just all good things.
Well, again, congratulations to you both. Definitely been a blessing.
Thank you.
Thanks for your question, Rob. We're back here now with the media in Austin. Any other further questions for our two student athletes? The final question will be coming from Cedric Golden, Austin American Statesman.
Bella, you're obviously a WNBA prospect. Do you have any eligibility left? Because y'all are one hell of a backcourt. I'd like to see some more of that.
Unfortunately, this is my last year. I do still want to play pro overseas. Anywhere that'll be happy to take me, I'm there. But yeah, this is my last year. I'm happy to go out the bang. So
I think on that note, that's a great way to end it. And I just want to say, ladies, thank you so much. You've been tremendous on the podium this week, and we've really, really enjoyed watching you. And what a tremendous March run for you. Congratulations again.
Thank
you for joining us. All right, now we have some questions for Coach Dickerson Davis, and we're going to start with Sam from Fansided. Sam first.
Hey, Coach.
Hi.
Your players just seem filled with joy even after that tough loss. Can you talk about what it means to have the joy and happiness in that locker room and on this team?
Yeah, I mean, I've said it a lot. I'm sure I'm repeating the same things, but this team has been through so many trials. It's been through so much adversity, and I do think that that makes it so much sweeter, right? Not to say that if you win out and go to the tournament, it's not fun too, but I just think that because of the things that we've gone through, that is why this team is filled with so much pride and joy. It's been a rough go, and they were able to figure it out, and I think that that's extraordinarily rewarding. And to come out here, I mean, this is Texas, right? Like, this is a national championship contender. To be able to come out here, compete, to see growth in ourselves and our program. I mean, what could they be upset about?
Hi, Coach Isamida with the Next. Bella just said it's going to be her last year at William & Mary. What have you seen in her in the past few years of her growth as a player, as a person, to get to the point that she is right now?
Well, if the NCAA wants to change the rule to let people play 5 years, like tomorrow or Monday, I mean, that would be really cool. But to see Bella come from transferring in from Manhattan, and more importantly, like, she came in wanting to be in the background a little bit. And I think where I'm the most proud of her is seeing her shine in this light. This is what we recruited her to do. This is the player that we knew she could be. I'm a firm believer that if your kids are not playing free, they're not going to play well. And I think if you guys have not noticed, Bella is on that floor and she plays free. That's a testament to the work that she's put in. It's the testament to her believing in the vision of this program. So to see her come in as a young junior who was just in the background to her one shining moment, I mean, what more can I say about her?
We're now going to take, Coach, we're going to take our next question from Rob Knox, who's going to be joining us, as you know, virtually. So one moment here. All right, Rob, you're all set to ask your question.
Hey, Coach E.
Hey.
Hey, again, congrats on a phenomenal season, phenomenal job. Two questions. One, can you just who designed the shirt for you that you wore tonight, and just take me, what's the backstory on the shirt?
So, for those of us that have been watching the entire season, every single game, I wore one of our players on my T-shirt. It was typically baby pictures. It was really fun reaching out to their moms and asking for a baby picture to put on my shirt. For senior night, I put all the seniors on. But for this one, Kania has an amazing graphic designer that she works with. And my husband had it designed and put it on a T-shirt for me for this game, just to kind of represent the same way that I've done all season long. I want to put my players and my girls on the forefront at all times. So it was a way for me to rep them.
No, that's awesome. Yeah, and then and secondly, what takeaways do you have from this whole week that you could build off of for moving into next season, maybe even the summer, with just recruiting in general? What are some of those takeaways for you?
Well, from my team, it's in them, right? I think that's what this last couple weeks has shown. It's in them. It was always in them, right? Now that it's on the forefront, they just need to keep riding the wave. I'm never, ever going to allow them to slide backwards. I'm going to let them have tough days, and I'll pick them back up, but they'll never be able to go backwards from here. They have laid the foundation. Every single year, the bricks have just kept getting higher, all right? And this is where the experience that my young players were able to get, especially Cassidy and Monet, they'll be leading the charges with these seniors graduating. So I think that now we have a standard. This is what our standard is. We were fighting to get here. Now we've had a taste of it. We can't go backwards. And as it pertains to recruiting, I mean, we recruit young women that want this, that are hungry, that are extraordinarily smart, that I love recruiting smart student athletes. I love that they have maturity. I love that they know what they want. They have these goals. Sometimes it's a little egregious. I need to reel them back in. But they know what they want, and those are the young ladies that we want to be a part of our program to continue building on this vision that we have to sustain success.
Thank you so much. Safe travels home, and again, congrats on everything, Coach.
Thank you.
We appreciate your questions this week, Rob. We have time for 2 more quick questions. Name and affiliation before your question, please.
Nolan Clay, TSTV Sports. Coach, playing in March Madness in front of a packed-out crowd in Austin, Texas. Describe how that feels for you and your team.
It was a mind-blowing. That's probably been the word of the week for me. We had a chance to play at the University of Maryland this year, and it was their Kids' Day game. So it was a completely sold-out crowd, kids yelling at the top of their lungs, right? You couldn't hear. You had earplugs in. It was wild. But to come into this environment, right, the NCAA tournament game, to see our fans standing up the entire game across from our bench, to see the entire arena filled, I mean, it was just such a mind-blowing experience to be here. For us to be able to compete against a team like Texas, I mean, it is just a testament to belief. I know you guys have heard me say it a million times. I'll say it again. I'll get it tattooed somewhere at some point. But that's it. That's what this has shown us. And to walk out and there are Texas fans coming up to us and congratulating us. I mean, everyone here has been so kind. Vic Schaefer, his staff, everyone in Austin, everyone we've met in the Moody Center. They've taken us on tours. I mean, it has just been literally top of the line.
One final question, please.
Sam Ferris from Fansided. Coach, 2 days ago you said Texas could contend for the Final Four, if not the national championship, and y'all just put up 61 points on them. Do you still think Texas can make that deep of a run?
I think they especially will now. I hope they do. And I'm so sorry. I have coaching friends all over. I love you guys. But to lose to the national champions doesn't sound bad. No, to answer your question, yes, I've coached for a long time. I played college basketball. Their defense, their ability to run the floor, their size, I mean, they have it all. They have it all. And, they showed that in the SEC this year. They have extraordinary players. It starts with their head, right? Vic Schaefer is incredible. He has given me, my players, so many words of encouragement. His staff, I know them very well. I mean, they absolutely have a chance. And I think that this was a game they haven't played in a very long time, right? Like, it took them a second to get the rust off, and then once it was off, they were rolling. So I wish them the very best in the rest of the tournament.
Coach Dickerson Davis, we have really, really enjoyed you joining us for these conversations this week. We've watched your team perform at a really high level. You've earned so many fans here in Austin. Congratulations for your great run and great successes to you in the future.
Thank you all
Coach.
so much. Thank you.